Okay, so heading back to Joondalup Licensing Centre towards the end of your test, you'll be coming along some of these major arterial roads. This one is Grand Boulevard, and the speed limit along here is 50. As we come up to the intersection of Grand Boulevard and Shenton, there's a set of traffic lights. Just before there's a merge point. You'll see the signs coming up shortly. But if we're turning left at the traffic lights, despite the fact that it's a merge point, we're not going to merge across to the right. We're going to stay left and go directly to the left-hand turning lane. As we enter this merge point, when the broken line finishes, we check over our right shoulder just to see who's there. We get past this intersection, indicate left now, and stay left and go directly into the left turning lane. Now we're going to turn left and then turn right at the first street. Around we go, and we just head directly to the right-hand lane in readiness for our right-hand turn. If you don't go directly to the right-hand lane when you've been told to turn left and then turn right, in that scenario, you would likely lose a point on your test for making 2 manoeuvres instead of 1. So you need to know that at an intersection like that, you can choose whichever lane you want as you do the turn, but it's got to be done as you do the turn. It can't be an afterthought. So this is all pretty straightforward now. We're just heading up Davidson Terrace towards the intersection that will take us back into the licensing centre car park. So the main thing here is making sure that you know your rules in terms of who has right of way at the stop sign or give way sign situation such as this. So it's not a case of who got here first, it's a case of who has right of way. Now this might be another option for heading back to the Joondalup Licensing Centre towards the end of your test, coming up Collier Pass, heading towards Grand Boulevard and turning left at this intersection. Now at this point we may be told that we're turning right at the traffic lights. So we do our lane change as soon as we can, and you'll notice up ahead that there are 2 signs saying Form 1 lane. Now the Form 1 lane area commences just before we bear off to the right turning lane. So this is the very last of the broken lines up here. Just now we're in the merge point. We check our blind spot to our left. We indicate to move into the turning lane and we come up to turn right. So you've got to do that blind spot check at that merge point just before you move into the turning lane. So we'll be able to proceed straight away. And then we'd go into the car park here, and this would be the end of our test. So with the reopening of the Joondalup Test Centre and the larger number of assessors who are planned to be employed there, we're finding that the availability of tests is very much improved at Joondalup, and so what we're finding is that people are booking a test at Joondalup from outside of the area without being familiar with the actual test area and the test routes. What I'd strongly recommend is that if you are coming from outside the Joondalup test area and you're not familiar with the area, that you book a familiarisation session with a local instructor, and that would typically be a double length lesson at the very least, just to get familiar with the peculiarities of the Joondalup test area.